Now let's do a basic drawing or sketch on what to pick. Let's say we'll do a night scene. Okay. For this we need a landscape, right? So you go to new sketch, and there are two things, because if we are doing night screen, so the sky is black in color. Either you can do a flow airbrush using black color, or you can change the background to black like this. Okay. And then, because we will be painting the sea or lake or whatever, right? So we will pick the blue color and then just do it nicely to get the flow effect, right? Now here we need to create some waves, right, in water. So what we need to do, we need to pick some wet frayed bristles, right? And just do like this on top of this. So this kind of gives a watercolor effect. Okay. Now we have added, but we need to make it more meaningful here, right? Meaningful in the sense they need to look like a real water to some extent. What we need to do, we need to smudge it. Okay. Here I just pick it to be 50%. Let's see if that smudges properly to create that water effect. Okay. So I'm smudging it, and it just takes a minute because this is happening slowly. What I want to do is I want to increase brush size. Okay. Now, yeah, it's getting smudged. So because this panel is, interfering with our painting, we will hide it. And this is a basic C. We can add all the waves and all later as well. When we do a blending, that time we can repair it. Yeah. But for now, the basic C is ready for us. Okay. Now we need to add some material here. Material in the sense, we need to add some plants just to give that effect, right? For that I'm picking up a black color to give the shadow effect, because it is night. I want to have this, it has to be subtle. In the night times, things are not visible so clearly like you do in the day, right? So there has to be subtle effects with respect to whatever you display in the night. Okay. So this is telling us, if you look from far, right, this is telling us that there are some bushes in the banks of the river or the ocean or whatever, right? Now to make it clear, what we do is we add a subtle green. Just drag this to display the subtlety. Okay. Just a small tap, a smooth tap on this one. Okay. So this is set. Now what we need to do, we need to add moon. Okay. For this we pick up white color, and there is a glow brush here. Okay. Just one tap, only one tap, no going here and there. Okay. That's moon. And moon also comes with stars, right? So there is a speckled brush here. So this also comes in sizes, right? So what you do is you need to speckle it, or maybe a small tap here and there, just to spread the um, stars like this. Okay. If you think you have too many stars in the sky, you can always reduce, just do undo, or you can use your flow brush to hide some of them if you don't want too much intensity with respect to stars. um, for this purpose, for this experiment, let's keep only these clusters of stars, right? Now here, to add flowers, because they look good, what we can do is we can pick up something of some flowers. Okay, maybe this, and this is white in color, and we will also add subtle flowers again. Okay, this is small. So this depicts that there are flowers, or maybe you can even consider them as the fireflies. Anyway, whatever way you feel. Okay, the flowers are shining in the moonlit night, right? And also, to if you want to add the cloud effects, you can go back to your wet freight bristles and do something like this. Okay, just to give that cloud effect, cloudy sky and moon in between clouds. And then once you do that, there is a beautiful app called blending, a beautiful pen called brush called blending. So what does this do is this blends it properly. Okay, and also no hard tap, smooth tap on the screen just to spread out the clouds. Okay, this you can use even further here just to carry the effect of clouds down here. And when you do the blending, you need to make sure that you do it smoothly, okay, so that no extra blending is done and no damage is done to it. Okay, otherwise what happens is it will not convey the proper meaning what you want to convey. It will become something else. So this is how you blend it for experiment purposes. So I would just leave it here. Okay, now to have some waves, to add some waves to this particular thing, to this ocean or river or a lake or whatever, it all depends. Again, if you are making an ocean, you will add a lot of waves and make them again full moon waves and waves in the quiet night. There are different varieties. So you add this color, salty watercolor, and then you smudge it to get the water effect. Right? You just do this smudging. Now smudging will only smudge those two. Okay. Here I think I have added more of the water, salty water brush strokes, right? So in this case, what I will do is I will blend them a bit, and I'll take some black color from here, make sure that black gets into this. Okay, and blend them. Now if you look at this, right, this is not exactly looking nice. So to add more effects to it, what you can do is you can go with that airbrush tapered. Okay, now the color is white, I'll make it a bit blue to tame this bright white here. And then I go to blending again, this time reduce the size and increase the flow. Painting or sketching requires a lot of patience, and it also needs so many permutations and combinations of ideas, creativity and all that, right? So many paintings are a test of your patience. So be patient while you experiment with colors, and believe in what you're creating, right? um, and this is the right thing to do, like experiment with different brushes, whatever you have here. I think I spoiled the entire thing, so let me show you how I repair this, right? I will go back to my favorite flow brush and I will do a flow. want this totally. Okay, and then I will go with blending. So you need to try different combinations of brushes, right, in order to achieve the perfection. Okay, now I think it's fine. And then to add some waves, I go with smudging. Okay, to get that wave effect. I will also add some of these with reduced size and with color white, just to add here. Okay, and then smudge again. Just make sure that these details are smudged properly so that they give us a feeling of waves. Okay, yeah. Now you may want to increase the size so that it adds the extra color. Don't worry about the pattern because nature has its own patterns. And then we will add the subtle elements of plants. Change the color to blend into what you have created just now. So to avoid that thing, right, I would zoom in and zoom out multiple times just to make sure that I don't get lost here. Okay. Now again, as I mentioned, to add some plants or stones, you can think whatever, right? Add some green. And there are brushes as well to add a few more. Okay, like this, sky is the limit for your creativity, right? So and then I add some flowers, small flowers, that makes it look good. Okay, now here I will add maybe a different color. And the beauty is you can add the plants later. For example, I will pick something like this, or maybe like this, and then pick the color as green. So this is a simple night sky painting. You can even add a small boat here, or maybe you can add stones. What I will do is in synthetic brushes, right? I have something called something very interesting here. Let me search for it. It's your soft paste. You need to just search. Okay. Add some stones and pick something else. Yeah. So synthetic taper. Yeah. Okay. Let's do it with black. Okay. You can plan for some stones like this. Okay. And you can have a lady sitting here, let's say. Yeah. So this is how you get the effect. Okay, now finally you save it. And this particular thing is available for you in your gallery. Okay, I hope you like it. Thank you.